this model will help the country like India?
See, 50% of the population is either very poor or it's not rich, middle class or a lower middle income group people. I have lived and I have traveled in some of the worst slums of our country. People like you and me, they can think and be like us, but they are in such poverty. This poverty has driven people to become slaves or become workers. When you reduce yourself to that mentality, the fabric of the country also is not great. You can't talk about yourself with pride. If India needs to talk about itself, it talks about itself in the area of culture, in the area of tradition, perhaps in the area of agriculture to a certain extent. But if we, in the rest of the areas, we have to compete with so many other first contenders. This is because we have not allowed our children to stand on their feet and be able to express themselves with high self confidence. And we have also not allowed them to learn in the ways that they want to learn. We have forced learning, and we have forced it in such a way that is not natural for them. So all these people, if you are going to go on making more engineers and professionals who don't have confidence, who will be saying yes sir to everybody, and becoming clerical kind of people, or even if they are professionals, they will take a few years to understand that they can be somebody known for the good things that they do. It takes a couple of, even for me, right when I came right out of college, it took me a couple of years to understand that I had a mind of my own and I could make decisions and I could choose the ways to go. It was such a difficult journey. You're just let out in the open and you have to swim your way across. Okay. But supposing aspects could be taught right in the beginning, from the beginning itself, decision making, thinking, trying to assess things, trying to innovate on things, trying to find smart ways of solving things, never being afraid of fear. Fear will come, but how not to be afraid of it is the trick. So these kind of things, I see some developed countries like say Finland or Netherlands, they are trying so many beautiful experiments where children are made to be decision makers from young age itself. So I'm hoping that this model of fractal entrepreneurship doesn't stop with just being a system for entrepreneurs, but I hope very soon somebody has the energy to take it and take it back to schools and back to young children as well. When that happens, the fabric of the citizens of this country would change, the quality would change. And when you, because I'm seeing that happen, if 100 people are out of poverty thanks to what, just a person like me and my husband have done, then if the country as a whole changes, think about it. It'll be fantastic. And that's our aim. That's what we hope someday will happen.
Yes. So, do you have plans to implement it or expand it in a larger scale?
Oh,
Uh,
yes. See, all these years we have been doing face to face, one on one kind of incubation. But now we have slowly moved to doing remote incubation with people who are not in our system. This fractal entrepreneurship model, what it does is it combines the power of the people who have actually done well in academics and studied. And it also combines them with people who have not studied at all or who have studied to some extent. So now the other two groups of people who have not studied or who have studied to some extent, they are not taken on as workers. Even though they first join a fractal organization as employees, Later, they are encouraged after teaching them meditation, introspection, after enhancing their self-worth. Slowly over time, they are told that they are also entrepreneurs. Okay, and they will form a cooperative society, and the literate person forms the front of the organization, and slowly the amount of money that these other people earn goes up, and everybody will eventually end up earning similar kinds of monies. That is the dream of this model. It is still happening. The first three organizations that I told you, Urban Mali Network, Sampurna Hara, and Farm Fresh Bangalore, the struggles have been intense, because where will you see this kind of, where the literate person is agreeing to have people who joined as employees become colleagues and partners, is unheard of. People only mock at us and laugh at us, but the amount of prosperity we are able to bring in, and the change that we are bringing in the minds of these people. Many poor people who come first, they have trust issues. We have had knife fights, blade fights, fist fights, abusive words getting flung across the workspace. And it's been a beautiful transition to see them learning to be professionals,